Chapter 8, page 104, deals with transposition. Transposition simply is playing a hymn in a key different from the one it's written in. One asks, why do we transpose? Why must we learn transposition? Well, in some congregations, you will often hear the final verse of a hymn, especially one whose last verse is more jubilant, more uplifting, played in a different key. This is done because it seems that the congregationals will always sing with more vigor and more enthusiasm in the higher key. There are different ways to transpose. Some do it by ear. Some do it by simply reading intervals, higher or lower. For instance, if we were playing this in F, we would move every interval down one step. For some people, that seems to be rather easy. If you're going to transpose in an improvisational style, you might find the one outlined here a little bit easier. First of all, as we see at the bottom of page 104, we're going to analyze our chords in a different way. We're going to show every chord on the first or eighth scale degree by Roman numeral 1. This chord on the second scale degree by Roman numeral 2. Notice that that is a small numeral because the chord will always be minor. Chord on the third scale degree will always be shown with a 3, again a small numeral, and so on through the 8 scale degrees of any key. So we find over here in our hymn, Come Thou Almighty King, that the G chord, we don't use the letter G, but we use the Roman numeral 1. Over here we have the A chord, A, C, E. The chord in the second scale degree, we don't show it as A, but we show it with a Roman numeral 2. The chord on the fifth scale degree, D, F sharp, A, is shown as a Roman numeral 5. So that our tonic, we call it, our supertonic and dominant, which are the main chords of this hymn, can be played in any key. In F, tonic, supertonic, dominant. In E flat, tonic, supertonic, dominant. So that analyzing this way, we figure out those particular chords in any key we want to play, and we play according to those symbols. So those symbols work for any key that we want to play. For the melody, we show the melody tones according to their scale degree. D in G is the fifth scale degree, so we show a 5, a 3, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 7, 1. So if I want to play in A flat, 5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1. Or in B flat, 5, 3, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1. So working out the melody that way and working out the chords according to the Roman numerals given, we can play that in any key that we want. Because playing the melody notes, we will add below the notes from the chord that we're forming in the left hand. So let's play this hymn that's written in G. We'll play it in F. 5 with the thumb, first chord of the scale, second chord of the scale, first chord of the scale, fifth chord of the scale. Moving bass, just move down by step, move up by a step, move up by step, down a third, up by step, 1, 2, 3. Just octaves for the intentional distance, intentional unison, 2, 3. Second scale degree with the fifth chord, with the first chord, with the fifth chord, tonic. First chord, fifth chord, tonic. And intentional unison. Second chord in first inversion, first chord, dominant chord, 2, 3. All right, we can play it in A flat. Same thing. And so on. Now, that looks easy. I must confess that it is not. Transposition does take quite a bit of practice, but surprising how, with a little bit every day, you can learn to transpose as easily as you can reading the hymn in its original key. But it does take practice, and in small units. So practice the melody notes alone. Learn the chords alone in the new key. Then very, very slowly, you're going to put those parts together, adding members of the left-hand chord to the right-hand melody note and playing the chords in rhythm bass. You might simply want to play it, first of all, in the simplest possible style, even as written.